Buenas tardes everybody and welcome to another video on my channel. This one's going to be a little bit different because since we're all trapped inside, me and Markus had a great idea. Welcome to the Corona Quarantine Photography Battle. To clarify that just a little bit more, I asked you on my Instagram story, and Markus did the same thing on his Instagram story, to send me suggestions for objects that an average person has at their home. And the idea is that we are going to pick 3 objects for my video and 3 objects for Markus' video, and we will have 1 hour of time to try and create the best photo possible. Just to see what the suggestions we are. We had toilet paper.
Classical.
Yeah, classical for quarantine, definitely. An egg beater.
An egg beater. A banana. I don't have bananas at home, so a banana won't work for me.
Then a blanket. I think that one's very interesting.
Blanket is very cool, yeah. I think you can do pretty cool stuff with blankets.
I mean, we would have to discuss what kind of the blankets, like the bed sheets or like any kind of blanket.
I would say any kind of blanket.
Okay, next suggestion was a chair. A Wi-Fi router, is that the same in English? I'm not so sure actually.
Yeah, Wi-Fi router.
Okay, that's my suggestions. So we have, which ones are possible? Toilet paper is possible, egg beater, blanket, chair, and the Wi-Fi router. We have 5 suggestions, we have to pick 3 of them.
I mean, what is the thing about the toilet paper? Is it enough to shoot through the toilet paper roll? Because I think it should be possible to do some great depth stuff with that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that counts as shooting toilet paper.
It like for me it does, because it's in the image.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it's a critical part of the image because it creates the depth. I would suggest out of those, let's go with egg beater, toilet paper, and blanket, probably. I mean, I have absolutely no idea what to do with a Wi-Fi router. Chair sounds kind of cool. I mean, I'm kind of indecisive about chair and blanket.
Yeah, same for me, because like chair is like interesting for perspective, and for the blanket, you could like do some kind of see-through effect, like depending on what kind of blanket you find.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so the 3 objects for my video are set. We're going to photograph an egg beater, toilet paper, and blanket. Also, we had time to clarify the rules just a little bit more. So I already told you about the rule of not being allowed to use Photoshop. But in the photography process, we can do pretty much whatever the heck we want. These objects that we chose, they don't have to be the main object of the photo, but they have to appear in the photo in a way that it makes sense.
Alright everybody, so I've prepared my props. I have, well, 2 blankets. Let's see what we can do with that. A roll of toilet paper and an egg beater, and I have some ideas. I don't know if they're going to work out, but we'll see. Let's try.
And I've taken my time to prepare a little bit stuff that I might need to improve my photos, except from the stuff that I need to put in the photos. And when Markus said that we were allowed to use every single room in the house, I was very, very happy, because initially I had the idea to light some toilet paper on fire and like try some like cool effect with it. Unfortunately, outside it's very, very windy, it's not working, and inside I don't want to burn the house down. I'm very sad about that. I'm not so sure what I'm going to do with the toilet paper task. I've just prepared a fork and a knife and, well, the toilet paper itself. I'm not so sure what I'm going to like do with that. I think I'm just going to play with the fact that a lot of people are storaging toilet paper at the moment. Try to create something funny. It's probably not going to be the craziest photo photography wise. I'm just like trying to win this by being funny. Further preparations, I've got 3 egg beaters. I'm gonna play with light and shadow for that one. I have also some red paper, and hopefully that's going to look good. And I've prepared some blankets. I've prepared a like half transparent orange one, and one that might create an interesting shadow. And that's one thing I'm gonna try, and if that's not gonna work, I have some other blankets, and I'm just trying to create a home sweet home mood for the photo. So that's my plan at the moment. I'm gonna set the countdown to 1 hour.
Well, I would say let's get some time on the clock. And the time is running. 1 hour from now, I need to have 3 cool pictures. I'm actually kinda nervous. Let's do this. Alright, so my first idea with the toilet paper is actually based on something that I saw on TikTok. What I'm trying to create is a depth effect shooting through the 2 rolls of toilet paper. Beneath the toilet paper is my iPad. I have a picture of Rose on the iPad, and I want to get the reflection of the rose through the toilet paper on this glass plate, and I'm gonna put some drops of water on there. I have absolutely no idea if that's gonna work, but yeah, as I've said, I've seen something similar on TikTok, and yeah, well, let's try.
Okay, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my egg beaters and my red paper, put that on the floor, set the lighting next to it to create the shadows in any kind of way, and then take the photo of that. I had a similar task for Markus' video. We had to take nails, and I was also working with light and shadow. And even though I thought that would be like the easiest task to do out of the 3, it turned out to be somehow the hardest. So I'm just hoping that the egg beaters are going to be a little bit easier than the nails. So I think you see a little bit. What you do see is the mess I made for my last video. Very sorry. Also, we're just moving back into that house at the moment, so this room just quite generally looks like a mess. I'm sorry. So, what I learned from the first video that I did for Markus' channel is that for these kind of light and shadow tasks, I need some sort of a spotlight. So, not like a very wide light, which is that one, but more of a like spot to create a very sharp shadow. And therefore, I've put some paper in front of the lamp to cover most parts of it. And now I'm gonna close the window here. That should be more than enough. And then I have to see how to place these egg beaters in order to create the best photo possible.
So I mean, yeah, this is looking pretty cool. It's just not getting sharp because I want to have the sharpness on the drops and not on the rose beneath. I probably need a macro lens for that, and I do not have a macro lens. Alright, so let's try that again, just with the 85. Maybe the 85 is a bit closer, I have no idea. My main problem is that I cannot use the autofocus because this lens does not have a great autofocus, and I'm just trying to pull it off manually. How much time do we have on the clock? It's nearly 10 minutes already, damn. That did not really turn out as I expected. I might try something else with the toilet paper later.
I'm going to take the other lens because this one's a 50mm and it's like great for some photos but not for this one. Also I need a little bit more flexibility and I'm set. What I like about this challenge is that the main part is really experimenting. Just, you know, take your camera, take your light. You have no idea what you're gonna do. You have an idea, but just, you know, try. Replace those egg beaters, replace the light, set the camera just a little bit different, play with the angle. Or maybe I will just like not put the egg beater in the photo at all, but only the shadows. There's like 1,000 things you can do, and that's like the interesting thing about it. I kind of love this challenge. It's not that ugly. I have no idea what's wrong with the autofocus today. Normally this lens works very well. I have problems with the autofocus of that one, of the 50mm, all the time. I'm not even using it anymore. But this one normally works very well, and I really need my second hand for this light. And it's probably too heavy to put it on here. So I think I know what I'm gonna do for the final. Since I'm experimenting for 16 minutes, which is way too long, I'm gonna put the ends of it like that and have that overlap just a little bit. So of course I'm not gonna be allowed to use Photoshop to get rid of that middle line, but I hope that the abilities of Lightroom will be strong enough to do that. I think I'm gonna do that from this direction.
Alright, so I think shot number 2, the one with the blankets, is gonna be hopefully relatively easy since I have the slight advantage that I have my lovely girlfriend around. And Actually, both of the blankets that I wanted to use are in use right now. One is just for the black backdrop, and the other one she has wrapped around her head, and I think that is gonna be a pretty cool portrait. Let's try that. Oh, that is way too bright. Oopsie. Wait a second. I'm still just doing light tests, so I'm not gonna do any of those pictures. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna need an ND filter for that. That looks perfect. Could you get rid of your glasses, probably? Probably smile just a little, just a touch. I mean, I do like it.
Let's move on to task number 2. I'm not exactly 100% sure what I'm gonna do. But I think I'm gonna start with that home sweet home picture I was talking about. Just create like a cozy and a nice mood. So I'm gonna move some stuff to my parents' room. One blanket. Needs to be very tidy though. I'm not good at this. This really looks like I did that. I'm very bad at this. This is totally not going to work, but I'm gonna try anyways. Also this lighting, big no for me. So I have a plant, and I already put on my 50mm for that one.
Alright, what does the timer say? Oh, 35 minutes left, so nearly half the time is up. I mean, I don't have to decide which one I'm gonna take right now. I can decide that in the edit later, but I hope that I have something to work with. And I only have, yeah, half an hour left, so half the time is up. And now comes the picture that I have the least clue about, which is the egg beater.
So what I'm doing here is basically that. I have my candle, I have a plant, I have my blankets and a pillow. That's what it's looking like. And I'm just like trying to improve that. I'm gonna take like another 5 minutes, maybe up to 10 to improve that picture and like to get that to a point where it's even better. And then I'm gonna go for my last picture. Very hot.
God damn it, that is a lot more stressful than I thought. Where the hell did I put my camera? How is it possible that I lose my camera during... friggin' hell. Ah, there it is. Yeah, well, here it is. There we go. For the egg beater photo, Judith came up with the idea to just put a small candle in the egg beater and then try something in front of the mirror, and that could turn out pretty cool, but it is not the easiest photo, probably. But let's try. Okay, wait a second. Alright, this should work. That does look pretty cool, to be honest. I think I am happy with that.
Quick look on my laptop, and it tells me what you cannot see. I actually have 22 minutes left. I thought it would be like 10 because it felt like I was spending so much time again on that second task, but apparently I didn't. And I'm gonna prepare stuff for the last one, which is going to be the toilet paper. As I said, I cannot light it on fire. This would be very like dangerous and really not worth it. So I will just like try to be funny, use a fork and a knife. I'm just like trying to create a joke in some kind of way. Okay, so I'm busy preparing. Part of the task for Markus' video was to use a light chain. So I'm gonna like use that light chain for this photo again, just to make it look a bit more interesting, because toilet paper is not the most interesting thing to photograph. Okay, so I did prepare that little cute paper, and I'm like gonna cut it out and put it on the toilet paper somewhere.
I think I have some time left. Yeah, you can get that down. I still have, 17 minutes. I could still try to do something again with the toilet paper, because I'm not really sure if I'm happy with the toilet paper shot. I really love those step-up rings for what they do, but it's always such a pain in the ass to get them to... Ah! I can do it on my own. I'm a big boy. Toilet paper image, since this is not that special. I mean, it's not that special either. It's meh. Yeah, we could also do something funny. I don't know, like you being scared of the toilet paper or something. It's not necessary to actually see it. It just has to be part of the image.
Okay, let's turn this on. This looks cute. I'm gonna darken the room and then just try for my photo.
I'll need to fix that in the edit. That is the only possibility. And I mean, we have only 9 minutes left. We could try something with the egg beater. I don't know if that's gonna work, but we could try it in the bathroom.
I have like 7 minutes left, but I'm done. Great. Done with the challenge.
5 minutes. We can do this. Just let me do some quick test shots, please. That did not work as expected. Timer says 1 minute left. That's it. I don't think we can come up with something else in the last few seconds. And we still made a big mess here in the bathroom. But might turn out cool. I don't know. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. And there we go. That was actually pretty thrilling. Like coming up with 3 completely different pictures in such a short time, and even, I mean, improvising and doing, because, I mean, some of the stuff I wanted to do initially didn't work as expected, so we improvised and did something completely else. And I actually have to say, I think the second set we did with the egg beater will turn out better than the one before with the candle in it. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Let's jump into the edit.
So guys, it is the next day. We edited the photos, we uploaded them to Instagram, and they have been open for voting the whole night. So it's now 2:30 in the afternoon of the next day, and now we are going to go and check who is the winner. Do you have like any favorite in your photos?
Yeah, definitely the egg beater. That one was pretty hard, and it was like the last idea we had like in the last 10 minutes. It was very stressful, but that one is definitely my favorite.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I like, as soon as I saw that, I was like, damn it, that's not gonna be my category.
Yeah, the other ones are like okay, but pretty basic. I absolutely do not like the toilet paper picture.
I love your blanket one. Like, that is so pretty, really.
But it's pretty basic. I love it as well.
Yes.
I also think it's very pretty, but it's also pretty basic. So it's nothing too special.
That's true, but I would say the same sort of for mine. Mine is like a sweet home feeling, but it's not like super special.
Yeah, true.
Out of my photos, the toilet paper is going to be the favorite.
But I have to say, I really like your egg beater picture as well. That one is really, really pretty. To be honest, I still prefer mine, but it's really good. I would say I'm gonna win the egg beater, and the other two are probably even. I don't know. Let's see.
Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it. Okay, so that's 46 votes against 6 votes.
46 against 6 for the egg beater?
I mean, it's not very surprising though for me. But yeah, that category is yours. Congratulations.
Yes. But 46 to 6, that is kind of cruel. I mean, I really like your picture. Your picture is pretty awesome. I think you're gonna win the toilet paper and probably me the blanket. Let's see.
Okay, so the second one, I see my audience is very cruel. My audience is very cruel. Okay, we're gonna make a game out of this. 50 votes, what do you think, how they are split?
I mean, if you say that your audience is kind of cruel, probably like 6 for my picture and 44 for your picture.
Oh, you're so close. You're so close. It's 45 to 5.
45 to 5. Yeah, I figured that. I don't really like my toilet paper picture. Yeah. So, yeah, but it's even then. So the last picture is going to decide who's going to win this.
I like it that way. Like, it would be very boring if it wouldn't be even, and if anyone would be like winning with 3 against 0. So I'm happy about that result, but I don't see myself winning this. Okay, so this time it's not that much of a cruel result, but also not surprising. It's 32 for yours and 19 for mine. So congratulations.
Woo! Thank you. I think we should do this more often. That was kind of fun.
It is kind of fun. Like, this is totally not what I do, because I like cities, landscape, people, but like, you know, just photographing in the house, this is totally not what I do, but I loved it.
Yes, I love it as well. And I mean, it's like, it's always good to do something new that throws you out of your routine so that you have to do something else. And it was really fun. And I mean, like, the variety of images that we did in those 2 hours, because we did like 6 photos each, is insane.
So guys, if you want to see what we did for Markus' video and who won that, totally watch his video as well. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, comment on it, and tell us, do you want to see a second episode of this? Let me know in the comments down below. Watch some of my other videos if you wish. Have an amazing day. Hasta luego and bye.
I try this a new way. I'm gonna show you the tricks that I know. I'm getting tired of talking.